Hello, I decided to do this video today because I would like to share a thought I have been thinking probably the last year or so. I usually hear the term the teacher as a researcher, but what I haven't heard a lot, and it is the idea I was having when I was completing my PhD, was the idea of the researcher as a teacher. So in other words, there are people who are conducting research which is related to teaching and instructional practice, and they recommend through the research how someone, a practitioner, a teacher in primary school, a teacher in secondary school should teach. And sometimes I have started realizing that these recommendations seem a little bit infeasible. So I started thinking that maybe the researchers should also try to be researchers as teachers. And by saying this, I mean that when someone is involved in research maybe for too long, maybe 5 years, 10 years, I don't know, you can define the how long, then they have started losing that connection with practice. So this year, even though I'm still involved in university level work, so I teach at the university, I supervise students, and I'm conducting my research, I decided to go into a school classroom and work as a practitioner. And I want to recommend that to all the researchers who work in education research maybe for some time, because you will be surprised when you enter a classroom how all your ideas start being challenged. In the school reality every day, it becomes sometimes difficult to implement all these ideas that they sound very good in theory. So I would really like to recommend this to other people. I would say that it is mind-opening. It is very refreshing for the research. It is very informative. In the school reality, the teachers have to face the pressure of the curriculum, limited time, the pressure of parents, maybe they have a head teacher, that they have specific goals in their minds. So I think that when we research this type of issues, it's not just good to visit schools as observers. Someone might say that they have been teaching a few years before they actually become education researchers. And I accept that this is a very good approach, but at the same time, technology comes into schools, and maybe the schools today and what the teachers have to do in school today are not the same as what they used to do some years ago. Also, now with the pandemic and the online teaching, the education work actually has been transformed a lot. And I would just like to encourage researchers to occasionally go back and try to go into the position of a teacher. Thank you so much for watching this video and for listening to my thoughts on the topic. I would really like to hear your views about it. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. So stay in touch and stay excited about the research work. Something very exciting is coming out soon. Have a lovely new year.